Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. As my lessons continue to work through the ABRSM Grade 4 Discovering Music Theory workbook, we now move on to Chapter 6 and my lessons move into the topic of intervals. And here we look at the new interval of a minor second, and we also look at chromatic alterations and the interval of a diminished or an augmented interval. The full lesson can be found on my Patreon channel. If you visit patreon.com/Sharon Bill, you can find the full lesson there, and you'll find the links to this lesson in the cards and in the description box below. After this short little video, you can see sample examples of this lesson to show you just how I explain everything you need to know to work through each exercise step by step. And once you feel that you're ready to take your ABRSM Grade 4 Music Theory exam, I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory exam. It's full of tips and hints on how to revise and be best prepared for your exam, and also how to make the very best use of your time when you're actually taking the exam. This book is available from Amazon as either an ebook or in paperback format, and you'll find the links for this book in the cards and in the description box below. Also, all of the information that you require can be found on my website. If you visit www.sharonbill.com, you'll find everything you need right there. Enjoy your studies. Bye. And so we could apply the same principle now for B harmonic minor. We know that in the harmonic minor, whether it is ascending or descending, steps 2 to 3, 5 to 6 and 7 to 8 are semitones, or we could say minor seconds. And we can see here that A sharp to B is a minor second. We know that A to B is a major second. A sharp, by raising the lower note, we've still closed the interval, so if you have a sharp on the lower note, it raises the lower note and makes the interval smaller. So we have A sharp to B, we know that that's a semitone. Here we have a major 6. Now the first job of all is to find the number. That's the first job. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting space, line, space, line, space, line. And of course, you could, if you were really not sure, think, well, here we have a D, E, F, G, G, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a sixth of some sort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now then, regardless of what's going on, whatever key you're in, whatever scale pattern you're working in, always count the lowest note. And again, regardless of the order, you always count from the lowest note and treat the lowest note as if it were the tonic to get the interval relationship between the two notes. So here, if we're in D flat major, we know that D flat has a key signature of B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats, G flats. And here we're going from a D flat to a B flat, which is perfectly sitting with the key signature where both of those flats occur. It's part of that major key signature and it's a major 6th. Now here we have an F sharp to a G, so it's an F something to a G something. It's a 1, 2, a second. Now we know that F sharp to G is a semitone, so we know that it's a minor second, but if we just think about that a little bit further, we know that F to G in the major scale, that's a full tone, and then if we raise it to F sharp, we've made the interval smaller by bringing the bottom note up. That's given us our minor second. We know that we have major intervals, and when these are made smaller, they become minor intervals. So as we get greater and as we get smaller, major means greater, minor means smaller. We can increase this again by chromatically altering this interval by raising it a semitone again, and this is called augmented. Then, is it true or is it false that a diminished fifth is one semitone larger than an augmented fourth? Well, we've just looked at that, haven't we? A diminished fifth and an augmented fourth is exactly the same note. It's an enharmonic equivalent, but it's representing different intervals. This is a fifth of some sort, this is a fourth of some sort, not at all the same interval, but they are the same distance apart. So that's false.